అందరికీ నమస్కారం. మనకి ఎవరైనా బాగా ప్రాణ స్నేహితులు ఉన్నారు అంటే మనం ఏమంటాం, మన జాన్ జిగిరి అంటాం అనమాట. అయితే ఈ జిగ్రా ఏంటి అని ఈ మధ్యకాలంలో మనందరికీ ఎక్కువగా వినిపిస్తున్నటువంటి పదం. జిగ్రా అంటే బోలెడంత సాహసం, బోలెడంత శక్తి. ఎస్, అండ్ ఆ శక్తినంతా తీసుకొని ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసారు మన ఆలియా భట్ గారు అండ్ టీమ్. మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు ది నేషనల్ అవార్డ్ విన్నర్ ఆలియా భట్ గారు and another national award winner Rahul garu, and also we have the director
OTT.
The director Vasan Bala garu and the new heartthrob Vedang. Yay, so happy. So in Telugu we have this word where we say to friends that you are my Jan Jigri.
Correct.
So now this is Jigra.
Jigra.
And the best part is మీరు హిందీలో పెట్టిన టైటిలే తెలుగులో. It's the title has not been changed for any other language.
Correct.
Just like RRR was common for everything. Correct. I think now this is the new latest trend. So first of all, Alia garu, hearty congratulations on your national award andi.
Thank you.
And very very happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So let's start with whether this is a real story or it's an inspired one. ఈ జిగ్రా అనేది it's a created one.
Created fully fiction, fictitious story. Yeah, he can tell you a little bit more about how it came about in terms of the writing.
Okay.
But not based on anything.
Okay. And brother and sister emotion is universal.
Correct.
అది ఎక్కడైనా సరే, whether it is Telugu, Hindi, Korean, anywhere it's the same emotion. So I think Vasan garu, you captured the right script andi.
Yeah, because at home, you know, everyone talks about Pasamalar.
Yeah.
Since then.
My mom and all are huge
Yeah,
fans.
I know they start crying the moment they hear the title.
Yeah.
So from there to at least some emotion needs to
రక్త సంబంధం ఇక్కడ
trickle in.
తెలుగులో.
So and I was excited that Karan was also so excited about a brother sister story and not worry about song promotions and all. And he just said go make the film.
Correct.
Yeah.
The story, which is more important.
Yeah. And Alia ji, you've been like, how do you get this so very right? Like there are very few actors who can make the camera disappear. How can you do that?
I don't make the camera disappear.
Yeah, I mean for us, it feels that everything is real. But for some people, when we watch them, you know that they're acting. But somewhere there's no camera.
Thank you. That's a very big compliment. I truly feel very comfortable and happy in front of the camera. So maybe it's something about feeling very safe and at home. I can't really put a finger on it because it's very possible I have given some bad performances also and I might in the future. So it's not like you're always good. You're as good as the material. You're as good as your filmmaker. And you're as good as the opportunity that is handed to you. And I feel like I've worked with some great minds. And sometimes timing is also everything. Right people coming together at the right time. It's destiny that the script Jigra came to me just after I became a mother. So where I was at my most primal feeling of protection. However, this is a brother-sister story. So brother-sister, of course, sister-sister will all connect with the story. But even somebody who wants to protect their mother, or the mother who wants to protect the son, or the father who wants to protect the son or the daughter, anybody who wants to protect anybody will connect with the story. You don't have to have a brother or a sister to connect with the story, because I think we all love family and we all want to protect family. Or a loved one. And this is one of those situations where the treatment and the situation feels very real. You don't have anything else but protection to give.
Very well put, because once you are a mother, your life changes 360 degrees. So for me also it has been the same. When as soon as I became the mother, the complete perspective of life changes. మొత్తం మారిపోతుంది. సో అలాగే మారిపోయిందంట ఆలియా గారికి కూడా. ఐఎమ్ కనెక్టింగ్ టు ద ఆడియన్స్.
Correct.
చాలా మంది తెలుగులో వాచ్ చేస్తున్నారు. నేను ఇటు తెలుగులోను అటు ఇంగ్లీష్లోను మాట్లాడుతూ ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాను. సో తల్లిని ప్రేమించే వాళ్ళు కానీ, లేకపోతే బ్రదర్ సిస్టర్ ఎమోషన్స్ ఉండేవాళ్ళు, సిస్టర్ మధ్యలో ఉండేటువంటి ఎమోషన్స్ ఉండేవాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా సరే ఈ సినిమాకి కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాల్సిందే. మనం మాత్రం October 11th థియేటర్కి వెళ్ళి ఈ సినిమాని చూడబోతున్నాము. సో బుక్ యువర్ టికెట్ సూన్. ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఇంకా అవ్వలేదు, వెయిట్. ఓకే. అండ్ వేదాంగ్, I'm sure that there are lots of girls and boys watching now. What's Vedang going to talk? ఏం మాట్లాడబోతున్నారు? తెలుగు వచ్చా వేదాంగ్కి? మీకు తెలుగు వచ్చా? యు నో తెలుగు?
Only Andariki Namaskaram. And she taught me this on the way here, on the flight, but not too much. My first time here.
But Vedant can sing in Telugu.
Oh wow, I know that both of you all are fantastic singers.
He is the best singer out of the lot. I can say this openly, out of actors.
She's very
Vedant is
kind.
the best singer. All our actors. Because
By the way, he's also a singer.
Huh? Really?
I'm married to one. I'm not a singer.
సి సావాసం చేస్తే వారు వీరవుతారు అంటూ ఉంటారు. సో మీరు కూడా యూ బికమ్ అ సింగర్. చిన్మయి ఇస్ ట్రైనింగ్.
అయ్యో వద్దండి, అస్సలు వద్దు. చాలాసార్లు అడిగారు పాడతారా అని, అస్సలు వద్దండి.
పాడరు. ఓకే, సో వేదాంత్, టెల్ మీ హౌ వాజ్ ద ఫస్ట్ డే షూటింగ్ విత్ ఆలియా?
First day, so the first scene that I shot for the film was with Alia only. And I won't lie, I was a little bit scared. Because we didn't meet much and we didn't have too many interactions before we started shooting for the film. So the first proper, time that I spent with her was on that first scene that we did, first day. And it was a bit scary, a bit intimidating at first, because I felt like she shouldn't think that I'm, going to ruin this film and I will be too bad. But I think it went well. She's very nice and she's very warm to everyone, and she made me feel like that on the first day, and she made it very easy for me. So I never felt like I was working with a superstar, though I was, but she never made me feel like that I'm any lesser than her on that set environment, which is something very special.
Amazing.
It was just a smooth experience. After the first day, then I felt relaxed and at ease, and then it went very smoothly.
Are you excited for the theatrical release?
Yeah, this is my first.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I'm excited, a bit nervous, because now only 3 days to go. So a little bit nervous. I don't know how it goes. I don't know what Friday, Saturday means and numbers mean, and this is all very new to me. But I guess I'll learn through this experience, and I'm very grateful and happy that I even got to be a part of something like this.
And I think being nervous, you are used to being nervous because that's how the character you played in has the emotion of being nervous.
Yeah, I guess
so you were nervous whether you'll be in the jail, you'll be out of it. So I think that's the same thing. Emotion is being carried even outside.
I guess.
And I'm sure you'll have the same kind of relaxation like how you walked out of the jail. Maybe, I don't know the story. Em jarigindo naku teliyadu. Like we saw in the trailer that he's captivated and he's inside. Tarvata em jarigindi is what we are going to watch on.
That you have to see
what happens. But I know that you made sure that something happens. Like really happens.
He's made sure something happens. It happened quite a bit.
So much happens. Like you did even that also. Yeah.
But that's a very good scene.
Yeah. Rahul gar, meer cheppandi. Me character gurinchi. It was very surprising to see you play a very different kind of character in Jigra. మిమ్మల్ని చాలా తెలుగు సినిమాల్లో చూసాము. Like అందాల రాక్షసి was his first movie here that I launched in a pre-release event. I hosted the event.
We
So
go
it
back
was
a long way.
amazing. And then we have seen him as a director, as a writer. So many.
మీరు మాత్రం కానీ అప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పటి వరకు అలాగే ఉన్నానండి.
మారలేదు.
నేను చిన్నుకి జస్ట్ బయలుదేరే ముందు చెప్పా,
I take a
not
tablet.
aged one day.
No, I
by the
don't.
way.
I take a tablet called No Change.
ఏదైనా వ్యాంపైర్ టెస్ట్ చేయాలి.
Tablet called No Change.
అంటే నా క్యారెక్టర్ గురించి ఎక్కువ చెప్తే స్పాయిలర్ లాగా అయిపోద్దేమో, సో నా క్యారెక్టర్ గురించి ఎక్కువ చెప్పలేను కానీ జనరలీ ఇది ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ గురించి చెప్తా. I mean, for me, it's a new industry. I'm working with new people. ఒరిజినల్లీ ఇది వచ్చినప్పుడు నాకు వాసన్ బాలా సినిమా అని మాత్రం తెలుసు. ఇది ఒక కరణ్ జోహర్ ప్రొడక్షన్, దీంట్లో ఆలియా భట్ యాక్టింగ్ చేస్తున్నాను, ఏం తెలియదు నాకు. ద మినిట్ దిస్ సెడ్ వాసన్ బాలా, ఐ సెడ్ ఐడ్ లవ్ టు వర్క్ విత్ హిమ్. ఒక్కసారి ఆయన సెట్లో వెళ్ళి ఆయన ప్రాసెస్ ఏంటని అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే బాగుంటుందని అనిపించింది. అండ్ ద వన్ థింగ్ ఐ రియలీ ఎంజాయిడ్ వాస్ దట్ నా ఫస్ట్ 3-4 ఫిల్మ్స్కి నేను ఆడిషన్స్ చేశాను. ఆ తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు చేయాల్సిన అవసరం రాలేదు. So I think the casting directors Karan and not Karan Johar, Karan Mali and Nandini had seen my pictures somewhere, so they reached out and said, do you mind doing a screen test? I said, I would love that. I haven't done that in 10 years. Kachithanga chestananna. So then when I said okay to the film, I had no idea. Aa tarvatane naaku chepparu idantha, this is the film and who's working in it and things like that. So for me, the fact that I was getting to work with Vasan was already very exciting. And then when they said it's Alia Bhatt in the film and it's being produced by a massive production house, all that was a bonus. So I had an amazing time. Vasan has a fantastic direction department. Alia has a great team. She's also a producer on the film. So she has a great team. So it was very professional. I think మన తెలుగు సినిమాకి హిందీ సినిమాకి ఒక మేజర్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటంటే, మంది ఫోన్ చేస్తాం, ఈ డేట్స్ కావాలంటాం, వీళ్ళు కావాలంటాం. అక్కడ ఏదైనా ఈమెయిల్. సో నాకు ఈమెయిల్ పంపుతారు, నేను చూసేసాను ఓకే అంట, కాదు కుదరదు మీరు ఈమెయిల్లో రిప్లై పంపించండి అంటారు.
ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ ఆన్ రికార్డ్.
Everything. I think that was the one major cultural difference that I found. But considering I was working with such a massive star, వేదాంత్ చెప్పినట్టు అసలు ఈ సెట్లో వెయిట్ త్రో చేయడం అనేది 1% కూడా ఉండదు ఆలియా దగ్గర. She was just from day one we just got along really well. And
I'm curious, like, what does weight throw actually mean? Like, what is it? Like, people.
I think it's just a feeling that like, it's just a feeling. Like obviously, like weight throwing is an exaggeration, but just that feeling that I'm working with this star and like there's an energy and aura, but you make everyone feel very.
The biggest barometer is the second AD.
Second?
The second AD is the biggest barometer of who the actor is.
Interesting.
And if my second AD is happy, then it's a great
Who's
set.
the second on our film?
Ritika, when she called.
yeah.
So when the second AD calls an actor, and because see, no one comes to the before the camera and the mood from walking from the van to that is the real measure of the
That's true.
of the actor.
That's so interesting.
That's very.
So and
we're
I
going to be
always
careful from now.
and I always
That's
keep a
very-
tab.
that's
I always keep a tab. I always ask the second AD
Okay.
if she's troubled,
Okay.
so that there is after a point if you can't help it, at least there should be a rotation.
Yeah.
So that one doesn't have to go through one.
No, 100%.
But here there was zero. I haven't seen a more happier.
in the best way possible, it's like working with a newcomer.
But they
That's
do
how
have the
chill she
toughest
is.
job.
Oh.
Yeah, they have.
Wow.
I think Alia ki naku major bonding happened over. I had just turned a father before starting Jigra shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She
We
had
were
just
bonding on
yeah.
that. I think
So-
how many years apart they are? 6 months or something.
Few months, yeah.
Can we hear what were the common questions asked between y'all?
Sleep schedules.
Sleep schedules, walking,
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, and they, like I think while we were shooting for Jigra, Raha had started walking, and she
Yeah.
had her birthday.
Yeah.
So prati schedule ki vachinappudu nen ma baby's photo chupista, Alia would show her baby's
Correct.
photo and be like, oh, they've grown up, the features are changing. This was the major bonding. So.
Yeah, and we are also seeing your baby's photos. We are also happy. We know the story completely now. And Vasan garu, మీ సినిమాలు ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో ఇప్పటి వరకు మీరు చేసిన మూవీస్, యువర్ టైటిల్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్సో వెరీ యూనిక్ అండ్ డిఫరెంట్. సో హౌ డు యూ కమ్ అప్ విత్ దీస్ టైటిల్స్ లైక్ మోనికా, మై డార్లింగ్?
Monica, My Darling came from Sriram sir.
Okay.
Sriram Raghavan. So that stuck. We didn't want to change. Mard ko dard nahi hota was a tricky title because that's actually not the dialogue. The dialogue is jo mard hota hai usse dard nahi hota. And I think Abhimanyu had gone to Salim sir's house and he kind of reprimanded, ye to galat hai. And I was like, tu kya hai kyun? Because it is the wrong dialogue, but that's how we grew up saying it. So that stuck in that sense. Jigra, I think there was an earlier title which we weren't too sure of, and then suddenly one day I think one inspired message happened. And then everyone.
Yeah, actually, you first said Jigar, and I was like, yeah, Jigar is lovely. But then, so we we didn't have the title. Sajid Nadiadwala sir very kindly gave us the title, and we are very grateful to him for that. But at the moment that he said Jigar, and then he said check Jigra also, and then I was like, oh no, but Jigra is better. There was a nice feeling.
There was a ring to it.
There was a ring to it.
Correct.
And it means Jigra means courage, but also means jigra, like jigar ka tukda.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So Vedant, do you have siblings?
Jigre.
Yeah, I do have a sibling. I have a younger sister. So actually, we were having a chat about this the other day.
Yeah.
How my dynamic with my sister is so different from our dynamic on screen because we're playing brother sister. You know that just in general, we were discussing how like I would never openly be affectionate to my younger sister.
Yeah, that's when
it's
your
a very
elder
unsaid.
brother.
It's a very unsaid thing. Like you never go to her and like if I go up to her and say I really love you, sounds very odd to me.
You're saying it happens when it's an elder brother, but
Elder.
an elder sister with younger brother, then it.
I think
then
it's
it
different.
different, yeah.
The
It
dynamic
happens.
is
It's
different.
different because women lead the love.
Yeah. No, true. I think men are a bit more reserved about
Yeah.
expressing. That is from my experience. I feel even I am like that. That's
And
why.
having a son and daughter, myself, I can see that my son is elder and the daughter is younger. So it's always that kind of a fight that's happening more than protection. So you should tell me, Vedang, is it the same in your house?
So fights have stopped now. We have a 5-year age gap. So when
Same here.
Oh, same
Oh,
here.
wow.
Same here,
My
yeah.
brother and I,
yeah, but now it's stopped. Now we're quite at peace with each other
Yeah.
that way. But yeah, it's not like open affection doesn't happen. It's all very unsaid.
Yes.
And obviously that protection is there, but it's very unsaid.
It will happen now. Jigra screening. They will sit next to each other.
No
look at
way.
the film, then look at each other and say, "Love you."
That'll be so awkward.
I love you.
No,
ఐ
no,
థింక్
no.
ఒక తల్లికి పిల్లల మీద ఉండేటువంటి ఎఫెక్షన్ తర్వాత ఒక అక్కకు ఉంటుంది అలాగా. సిస్టర్ హ్యాస్ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అన్ ఎఫెక్షన్ టువర్డ్స్ ద యంగర్ సిబ్లింగ్స్ అండ్ షీ ఈస్ మోర్ ప్రొటెక్టింగ్ దట్ వే అండ్ షీ ఈస్ మోర్ ఎక్స్ప్రెసింగ్ లైక్
Yeah.
వీ ఉమెన్ ఆర్ మోర్ ఎక్స్ప్రెసింగ్ బట్ ఐ థింక్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్
No, I
ఇట్స్ జస్ట్
don't
లైక్
have
I was just asking if she has a younger brother. She doesn't.
సిస్టర్.
I have an older sister.
Yeah, sister I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have an older cousin sister, and there it's much easier. Like
so
she's, that's much easier there. I guess it's the older younger wala difference.
ఎస్ అండ్ అలాగే వాసన్ బాల గారు మీ మూవీలో మీరు ప్లేస్ చేసేటువంటి మ్యూజిక్ కానీ ద ఎడిట్ ద రైటింగ్ ఇస్ సో గుడ్ ఈవెన్ వెన్ వీ సీ ద ట్రైలర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్ ఇందులో చూసినప్పుడు కూడా ఇట్ హస్ క్యాప్చర్డ్ సో మచ్ దట్ వీ రియలీ వాంట్ టు గో టు ద ఫిల్మ్ యాజ్ క్విక్ యాజ్ ఇట్స్ రిలీజ్డ్ అంటే చూడాలనిపించేస్తుంది మాకు ఏం జరిగింది ఏంటి ద వే ద సాంగ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ ప్లేస్డ్ హౌ డస్ all that experience and how does this come?
I don't know. I think the day I'll know, I think
So, correct.
I'll do some garbad. Yeah.
I know, just a flow.
Or probably it's because at a very young age, I'm really thankful that my parents didn't stop me from watching films. So there was like the VCR days, right? We grew up with that.
Yeah.
And there were many cinema halls in the area that I grew up. Many single screens. So English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, all sorts of films used to play. And even DD those days would curate such great films for us from all languages.
Yes.
So it was not the algorithm, but we just had to go through everything.
Yes.
So by default, we kind of absorbed all kind of cinema, and probably also like, you know, many of us from our generation, like Rahul and me, we all thought we'll think of one day making films. Then our parents will be like, "Are you gone mad? Go become an engineer, doctor, or accountant." Then at one stage, that will be too late. Then they'll be like, "At least take a software job." Then that also doesn't happen, and we decide, you know what, we are going to Madras Talkies. So I think Rahul also did the same. I also did the same.
Yeah.
We've all grown up thinking, you know, cinema is Mani Ratnam,
Yeah.
and try and do something like that. And he was known for his music, everything, like the way he presented films. We all stood there outside Madras
Yeah.
Talkies and came back.
We both did. We both
Oh.
didn't get a job.
Oh.
Vijoy Nambiar went in
Yeah.
2005.
సో తెలుగు సినిమాల్లో మీకు ఇష్టమైన సినిమా ఏది వాసన్ గారు?
So I think it's a great, because I think the common factor across all languages is everyone across generations has first seen Maya Bazaar. I think the conversation starts from there.
Yes.
And I think the larger conversation around films is the first thing that even non-film families would say about Telugu cinema is Brahmandam on a set. Like, you know, that would all even and I was always surprising that how come non-film families notice production design of a very particular
Correct.
industry. So
That's-
I think maybe in the south we just have grown up around cinema
అవును.
in that sense. So it starts from there. Obviously I've seen the Chiranjeevi films, but I was more because after Shiva it was more Nagarjun
Yeah.
in that sense, from that era where we come from. And then obviously now all the young heroes, Allu Arjun is doing incredible work. Junior
Yeah.
NTR just released.
తెలుగు సినిమాలు ఏంటంటే ప్రేక్షకులు ఎస్పెషల్లీ సెలబ్రేట్ చేస్తారు. మూవీస్ ఫర్ అస్ ఇస్ లైక్ అ సెలబ్రేషన్, ఇట్స్ లైక్ అ ఫెస్టివల్. ఐ థింక్ మేబీ వితౌట్ ఎగ్జాజరేషన్ వీ లవ్ ద ప్రీ రిలీజ్ ఈవెంట్స్, వీ లవ్ ద షోస్ దట్ కమ్ అండ్ వీ లవ్ ద మూవీస్. సో ఎవ్రీబడి ఈజ్ ఆల్వేస్ రెడీ అండ్ ఎగ్జైటెడ్. లైక్ యూ సెడ్, బ్రహ్మాండమైన సెట్స్ వేశారు అంటే అందరం మాట్లాడుకుంటాం సినిమాల గురించి, సినిమా డైలాగ్స్ గురించి. ఇప్పుడు ఆఫ్టర్ వాచింగ్ యువర్ జిగ్రా మూవీ ఆల్సో దెర్ విల్ బి లాట్ ఆఫ్ కాన్వర్సేషన్స్ దట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ in families when they meet. So we just love movies.
And only in the south it's not just the hero, but you know the comedian is as big.
Yeah.
And has his own track.
Yeah.
And across all languages, like every department, like there's no other industry which, you know, proclaims editor, DOP. In fact, I remember Dil Se the posters and the trailer was released without the title. It just said Santosh Sivan, Suresh Urs, A.R. Rahman, Shrikar Prasad. It didn't say what they were doing. And
Super. So, Vedang, tell me what's so special about Alia? Like on set, first day was, yeah, you felt nervous, but after that, in your observation, what's so special about her?
So over the course of filming, I think I took in a lot from her, and I mean, special as in, the thing is, I think what's special about her is that she doesn't make anyone feel that she's special. I think that's the most special trait.
I think this
because there is some sort of beauty in that. Like I think that's, as a newcomer, as somebody who's just starting out in the industry, it's a big learning lesson for me. It's like, well, that's changed my whole perspective on everything. Because I mean, after so much success, there's so much that she's done, that she's been appreciated for, but she'll never give that energy off. It's like she doesn't even think highly of herself, which is really saying something. That is a takeaway I've had from her, and everything else, just how easy she is on set. She's too good. She's just first take, and it's almost perfect every time. So I mean, as an actor, though, there was unending lessons to learn, but as a person, this is what I've taken away.
Superb, superb.
Very warm soul.
Yeah.
Genuinely, very warm girl.
See,
Talking about like I'm not here.
I mean, you're
Like Johnson.
she's invisible. Doesn't throw weight. She
not at
doesn't
all.
feel special.
Not here.
She is a warm soul. You have 2-3 things now.
empathy.
So Alia, how do you see Vedang in the coming 10 years from now? Like,
Oh, in fact, we were just having a very nice conversation in the car on the way and all of that. Vasan and I really, from the beginning, and this is a good and a bad thing, that is, we really keep feeling like we hope he keeps his head on his shoulders, because we see lots of big things for him in life. He's multifaceted. He is a wonderful actor. He's a wonderful singer. He dances really well. He looks amazing. It doesn't happen very often that you get everything in one package.
Yeah.
So there's that fear that, we hope that one thing doesn't happen where, you become, and it's because of the product of what maybe love people give you, you lose your head a little bit. So I was telling him that, and the sense I also get is he's very sensible. And one thing I know about Vedang, he was talking about me being nice and stuff, but one thing I've understood from him is, what upsets him the most is when people are not kind to people. It may not be him, but if somebody in front of him is unkind to another person, it really affects him. Yeah. Again, says a lot about his soul. In fact, like the working experience, when we did one scene together and he had to cry, my staff, my male staff, my personal assistant and my my security team and all of that, in Hindi they said बहुत अच्छा रोता है, मतलब he cries very well. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
My father used to always say that when the crew starts responding to your shot, that's when you know that you're connecting.
Yeah.
You can't be the first member of your own fan club, of course, but the crew around you sees everything. So if they respond to your shot, that means there's something that you're giving.
super.
So I really hope that he remembers that the first Vedang, which is the Vedang before he got the role of Reggie,
Yeah.
at every point, whenever he goes ahead in life, and he's going to go very, very far ahead. Touch wood.
I'm getting emotional.
Yeah, that's lovely. Please do.
I think that's
We love
so
you.
For his first
amazing.
theatrical blockbuster called Jigra.
Yeah, and always remember this interview. And remember me.
Of course. That was like heavy, like my heart was, yeah. Thank you so much.
And I think you're in the right space, learning right things from the right people. So all this will definitely inspire and motivate you to be who you will be in the next future coming years.
Absolutely.
So wishing you super success.
Thank you.
And Rahul garu,
Yes.
మన వాసన్ గారితో ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఆయన యూనిక్నెస్ ఏమనిపించింది మీకు? యూ వర్క్ విత్ సో మెనీ డైరెక్టర్స్ హియర్ ఇన్ సౌత్ అండ్ యూ హ్యావ్ బీన్ అ డైరెక్టర్.
Right.
సో మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడానికి వెళ్ళారు, బట్ సో లక్కీ యూ అబ్జర్వ్డ్ అండ్ యూ ఆల్సో గాట్ పెయిడ్.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
నౌ టెల్ మీ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ అబ్జర్వేషన్.
Yes, I did. I think జస్ట్ బీయింగ్ కైండ్ ఆన్ ద సెట్ ఎంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని ఒక వాసన్ బాల సెట్లో ఉంటే మనం అర్థం చేసుకోవచ్చు. జస్ట్ బీయింగ్ నైస్ టు పీపుల్ యూ వర్క్ విత్. అండ్ సమ్వేర్ దట్ ఈస్ మై ఫిలాసఫీ ట్రూ. ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ డైరెక్టింగ్ అ ఫిల్మ్, మన సెట్లో పని చేయడానికి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు అందరూ ఆ 3 months 4 months కలిసి పని చేసినప్పుడు ఆ సెట్కి పొద్దున్న లేచి వెళ్ళాలా అనే ఫీలింగ్ రావద్దు.
కరెక్ట్.
హ్యాపీగా దే షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ఫాండ్ మెమరీస్. మన సెట్లో పనిచేసిన ఫాండ్ మెమరీస్ ఉండాలి. హ్యాపీగా పొద్దున్న లేచి సెట్కి రావాలనేది. ఆ మనిషి అంతకు మించి ఓహో ఇంకా మన ఎఫర్ట్ పెట్టాలని ఆయన్ని చూస్తే నాకు అర్థమైంది. అండ్ ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ హిస్ క్లారిటీ, జస్ట్ వెరీ వెరీ క్లియర్ ఆన్ ద సెట్ as to what he wants. బట్ అంతకన్నా ద వన్ థింగ్ దట్ స్టూడ్ అవుట్ ఫర్ మీ వాస్, నేను పెద్ద సినేఫైల్ అనుకుంటా, ఈ మనిషిని కలిసాక ఈయన రాక్షసుడు అండి. అసలు ఓ రేంజ్ సినేఫైల్ కాదు, ఆయన సినే పిచ్చి ఆయనకి. ఎవ్రీ ఫ్రేమ్ ఐ కిడ్ యూ నాట్, వితౌట్ ఫర్ 1 second డిస్ట్రాక్టింగ్ అటెన్షన్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఫిల్మ్ ఆర్ ద స్టోరీ, వితౌట్ డైవర్టింగ్ ఎనీ అటెన్షన్, ఎవ్రీ ఫ్రేమ్ విల్ హ్యావ్ like 25 homages, 25 references. Half the dialogues we speak will be references to his favorite films, and yet the flow of the film doesn't for a second. It's like he doesn't want people to notice it. It's for his satisfaction. It's his love for cinema. So I haven't actually in my life met someone who loves cinema as much as this man. And I don't mean it as a filmmaker, but even if he wasn't a filmmaker, I know he'd love cinema just the same. So I was like, "Arey, yeah, maybe I should love cinema even more." Is the one takeaway I had after meeting Vasan. So
Vasan?
Maybe I work with someone whom I cannot match.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the
yeah.
love for cinema.
Yeah.
whom I haven't met, so
Anurag,
for me
so-
Vasan's the benchmark.
Yeah, so
ఈయన చాలా మంచి పదాలు చెప్పారు మీ గురించి, కానీ స్టిల్ యూ మైట్ బీ హ్యావింగ్ దోస్ మూమెంట్స్ వెర్ యూఆర్ రియలీ యాంగ్రీ ఆన్ సెట్. సో వాట్ డూ యూ డూ టు కంట్రోల్ యువర్ యాంగర్?
set I'd never tried
Never,
because I know I can't function with anger. Not because I don't want to get angry. I'd love to yell at people and all. But then then there is no
Actually, he
I
becomes
can't- I
sad,
can't.
I feel. If he's getting angry, his response is more like his energy becomes sad.
Show me sad, like in the trailer.
Sad, yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, that's true.
Sad.
But I have a resting sad face also all the time. Which is why I overcompensated by laughing at this Kapil Sharma show, and now memes are going to be made. All of them have taken that particular snapshot of me overcompensating, and now 10 years are going to be terrible for me.
So what's your next, sir?
Next I'm a little blank, and it's an honest answer.
Okay.
Once this is out, I've tried to multitask, but I think this became a lot more personal than I thought it would be. I mean, in the end, everyone says it's a personal film and all
Yeah.
to sell it, but because so I thought it'll be like an interesting action film, but I think it just became much more than that.
Yeah.
So now after the release, just take a breather and then maybe move on.
Yes.
It is much more than that.
Yeah.
In how many languages is Jigra being released?
Hindi and Telugu.
Only Hindi and Telugu?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the privilege. Come on, book your tickets. Telugulo and Hindilo మాత్రమే రిలీజ్ అవుతుందంట సినిమా. సో తొందరగా టికెట్స్ బుక్ చేయండి. బికాస్ దిస్ మూవీ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ సిబ్లింగ్స్. మేము మీకు తెలుగు ఇండస్ట్రీకి సంబంధించిన సిబ్లింగ్స్ పిక్చర్స్ చూపిస్తాము. వుడ్ యూ బీ ఏబుల్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై?
Yeah, we can try.
We can try. Rahul can help.
Yeah.
100% you all will.
Okay, so picture
this.
number 1 please. So we can see the
Wait, this one's
sisters.
easy. I'm sure you'll get this one, Alia.
You have to say who the brother is in between.
Okay, I'll give you a clue.
I think I know.
One of your co-stars.
Current?
No.
Yeah, somebody you
I
acted
mean
with
like
recently.
your previous movie.
In Telugu.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like literally telling you who it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Just to
Charan or Tarak.
Yeah,
Just
Charan.
to give you a
Charan.
clue. No. Just look at the star and the hairline.
Arey, very difficult. I mean, there's nothing shown.
So it's Charan.
No, but she got it right. Yeah, Charan.
Charan.
Okay,
Charan.
చూద్దాం చరణేనా?
Ah.
And that's his sisters.
Yes.
So anything about Charan?
Charan again, it's something that just happened during promotions of RRR. Is Tarak, Charan and I, we didn't spend that much time while working on the film because I had a couple of days only. But during promotion, we spent lots of time. So we became again like, close friends at the time. So whenever now again Charan if he's in town, when Raha was born, it's a very funny story actually. I had gone down to, I think after a couple of 1 month or so, I maybe had gone down for a walk, and I came up and somebody's come and told me, ma'am, elephant has come. Okay, I was like, elephant has come? What do you mean? Ram Charan sir sent an elephant for you.
What?
I said anything is possible. A giant elephant might be walking into my building right now. It was not a real elephant.
I hope.
Yes, it was a wooden elephant.
Okay.
And that very sweetly he had adopted an elephant in the wild on Raha's name.
Oh.
And it's such a beautiful thing because we call her, the elephant Ellie, and the Ellie is sitting right next to our dining table on the 5th floor, and Raha sits on it and plays on it and all of that. And I messaged him as well, like it's so thoughtful.
I know.
Something that is so kind to do. Those things you can only do with people who you have genuine fondness for.
Yes. Next picture. You have 3 stars now.
Can I give her a clue again?
Yeah, give her a clue
This
again.
is one of your recent co-stars' father.
What? Recent co-stars?
The same
Father.
person
Also,
whom you
one of
just
your
saw.
co-stars that we very recently, literally 30 seconds back, spoke about.
Right now, the last person's father.
No, but who are the other 3 people?
Rahul,
So
మీరు
there are
చెప్పేయచ్చు.
sisters.
No, there are 3 stars.
Yeah, there are 3 stars. So there are 3
you get
brothers.
one,
3 brothers, 2
there are 3
sisters, and a
brothers.
mother.
Yeah, I think.
3 brothers.
Who is your last co-star we spoke about 30 seconds back?
Charan,
His father.
Chiranjeevi garu. And the other 3?
And his 2 brothers.
His 2 brothers.
Other 2
Pawan
is 2
Kalyan
brothers.
sir
Okay,
and
Pawan Kalyan
Nagbabu
sir.
Yeah.
Pawan Kalyan garu, Nagbabu garu.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Next picture. This you must
I think
know.
I know.
This star you know.
You know?
You have.
I know.
I know.
You have acted with.
Nagarjuna garu.
Right
Yes.
And his sister Sushila garu.
Sushila garu.
Yeah. So బ్రహ్మాస్త్రలో మీరు కలిసి
Yeah.
యాక్ట్ చేశారు కాబట్టి
Correct.
ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యూ వుడ్ వాంట్ టు సే అబౌట్ నాగార్జున గారు.
Though we had the best time working with him. He's absolutely, I mean, such warm family-like energy, was so giving and so welcoming. I mean, Ayan Mukherjee really made him work very hard for the 8 days that he was in Bulgaria. It was like running, sweating, fighting with the truck. But every evening that we sat together and had dinner, I mean, with Amala ma'am, I have so much respect and love for her. Last time when we came to promote Brahmastra, I remember we went to the Big Boss show when Nagarjuna Garu was hosting, and she came, and because I was pregnant at the time, she came and she gave me a lovely sari and some special things, which is a custom that they do.
Yeah.
So genuinely treat you like family.
Yes.
And a lot of warmth and love. And then my chef who used to cook in my house now cooks in their house.
Oh.
So we have a constant common connect. So whenever they come to Bombay, I know because the chef comes back.
Oh,
His name is
wow.
Rama.
ఓకే.
Yeah.
నెక్స్ట్ పిక్చర్. ఇది మీరు చెప్పాలి రాహుల్ గారు.
క్లూ ఇవ్వనా?
క్లూ.
వాళ్ళు
Now
చెప్తే ఇంకా
somebody else
బాగుంటుంది.
can guess. Why am I only guessing?
నేనైతే చాలా ఈజీగా చెప్పేస్తా, వాళ్ళ క్లూ ఇస్తా. ద మాసెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ మాస్ స్టార్స్ ఇన్ ద ఎంటైర్ సౌత్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా.
జై.
Nobody is massier than him.
Alia.
Of course.
ఓకే, రైట్ ఆన్సర్ బాలకృష్ణ గారు. అండ్ ద లాస్ట్ పిక్చర్ అనుకుంటాను ఇంకొకటి. ఎస్,
I'll give
దిస్
them a
ఇస్
clue again.
క్లూ. రాజమౌళి సర్స్ నెక్స్ట్ మూవీ ఈస్ వర్కింగ్ విత్.
That's too easy a clue.
Mahesh Babu garu.
Yeah, of course.
దట్స్ హిస్ సిస్టర్ మంజుల గారు.
How sweet.
ఓకే, సో యూ ఆల్ డిడ్ వెరీ వెల్. సూపర్. సో ఇలా ఈ సిబ్లింగ్స్ మధ్యలో ఉండేటువంటి ఒక బ్యూటిఫుల్ బాండ్ని మనకి ఈ సినిమా ద్వారా చూపించబోతున్నారు. అండ్ వీఆర్ ఆల్ ఎక్సైటెడ్ ఫర్ ద రిలీజ్ ఆఫ్ ద మూవీ. ట్రైలర్ చూసినప్పుడు వీ సా సమ్ వెపన్స్, సో వీ హ్యావ్ దెమ్ హియర్.
Okay.
రెడీ? హియర్ వి గో.
Oh.
సో ఇది చూపిస్తాను నేను. ఆలియా గారు,
కొంచెం అటువైపు point చేయండి.
ఇండస్ట్రీలో మీరు దిస్ పర్సన్ ఇస్ లైక్ అ బుల్లెట్,
Like a bullet is a good one.
Yeah.
Like a bullet.
See, you also have a hammer.
This is all very violent stuff we have to do with
Everything
people.
that your director had in the trailer.
This one we'll dedicate to our art director, production designer, best safest.
Incredible.
His name?
Mukund.
Mukund.
Mukund garu, మీకు ఇది డెడికేట్ చేసేసారు. ఓకేనా? I'll send this to you. Okay.
Amazing production design work.
So, Vedang,
Gun.
bullet,
Let's just say Amir Khan because he thought for so long.
and Alia. Finally, you have to say this.
I would say Sanjay Leela Bansali for somebody who's a sculpturer of art and characters and cinema.
సూపర్. మీ ట్రైలర్లో కనిపించిన వెపన్స్ అన్నీ మేము యూజ్ చేసేసాము. అండ్ హూస్ గోయింగ్ టు సింగ్? గానే కే బగైర్ వీఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు wind up the
Certainly not
interview.
Vasan and me.
Vedang has been preparing Kumkumala.
No. We want Vasan sir to sing today.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's switch it up.
No.
But Rahul
I'm
sir-
sorry.
Rahul sir, have to.
Man, trust me, I've got a bad throat today, and you
There are
definitely
two
don't want to hear me
And
sing.
he has got
as
it
it is.
permanently.
So yeah.
బ్రహ్మే నిను చెయ్యడానికే తన అస్థి మొత్తానే ఖర్చే పెట్టుంటాడే అందాల నీ కంటి కాటుకతో రాసే ఉంటాడే నానుదు తీరాతలనే కుముకుములా నువ్వే చేరగా ప్రియా కోటి వర్ణాలయ్యా నేను ఇలాగా వేకులా నువ్వే చూడగా ప్రియా వెండి వర్షానయ్యా వేడుకలాగా
Super.
Wow.
He sang very well, na?
Super.
It's so good, Vedang.
Thank you.
Super.
Such a soothing voice.
Yeah.
I think Vedang, you first started your career as a music
Career nahi, only in school
school.
class, but that was my first love. Music was my first love.
and then came into acting.
Yeah, eventually it transitioned apne aap se, but I must say Sid Sriram, his voice is just I think I'm the biggest fan. When Kesariya and Kumkumla came out together, I heard both versions and loved Arijit's version also, but this one was just stuck in my head.
Kumkumala was beautiful.
It was so
It's beautiful.
pretty, and then I heard all of his other stuff, and I'm a big fan.
There's so many songs in Telugu of
Yeah,
Sid
yeah,
Sriram
yeah.
and
Good
they are
point, like
all
the
Yeah.
Prati song,
And even English, he's done some great English numbers, which I was very surprised to listen to, but very, very nice.
Yeah. Like, do you get some suggestions from Ranbir ji for the stories that you're selecting, or do you all discuss a lot?
Not at all. I mean, little bit, of course, discuss if I'm excited about something.
Yeah.
But it's not like we ever lead each other into doing what, because art is very subjective, and what you like is very, very personal. So nobody should really influence you on what you should do. No. Of course, if I'm ever torn, I can always take his instinct, but I always somehow, and even that's the way he's done it, is I always like talk about the film after I've already decided to do it.
Okay.
And that is with everybody, with my sister, my mother, my father, my friends. I have so many director friends. If at all I have, because I have an Eternal Sunshine, a team, I give them the script to read just to hear their perspective. But once I've felt and I've understood that I want to do it, I've understood. And if I've decided not to, then nobody can convince me.
Superb. Okay, so final question. This whole movie is about you being so very bold and protecting your brother. What would you like to say to all the girls who are watching this? There's so many girls who are still like scared to come out of the house. Education is still not okay. They need to get married soon. They don't have much of freedom. What would you like to say to them?
I think being a mother to a girl myself, I can't speak about my situation. I acknowledge that the position that I'm in is that of lots of comfort and privilege. But since you mentioned education, and I think that's firstly the first step of self-reliance and self-independence, so that you, if push comes to shove, are put in a situation where you need to walk on your own 2 feet and walk your own path. That will be your biggest support. Whether you you call that school education or life education, experience education, because sometimes you can, I didn't go to acting school, but I went straight onto a film set, and that became my experience and understanding of acting. So whatever field that you're looking for, sometimes even going right into the field, into the deep end, can be the biggest experience. Obviously breaks my heart for any girl to feel unsafe in their own home, in their the place where they reside. So try and, I think, form a safe network, whatever that is, even if that's 3 people, 4 people,
Yeah.
1 person. Try and find that. And last but not the least, one thing that I learned recently is it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, but it's about the size of the fight and the dog. So don't ever let anybody tell you that just because of your physical strength that you're lesser, because strength is from within.
Yes. And I think we all have that strength, and that comes when the situation arises. సో ఆలియా గారు చెప్పినట్టుగా మీరు ఏదైతే చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారో మీ జీవితంలో మీరు ధైర్యం తెచ్చుకొని సాహసం తెచ్చుకొని చేయండి అండ్ నలుగురితో మీకుండేటువంటి బాధల్ని మీరు షేర్ చేసుకోండి. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఎవ్రీబడి అండ్ బిఫోర్ వి గో వీ హ్యావ్ వన్ మోర్ ఐటమ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ట్రైలర్. We saw that you ate lot of food. So we just wanted to see whether it is real or it was just enacted.
Oh my god! What is this? Milk cake?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake, great.
Cheese milk cake. That's I
is
heard that
supposed
it's
to be a
Alia's
favorite.
favorite.
My favorite, but I can't.
Yeah, I know you can't.
Yeah.
So we'll feed it to Rahul.
Yeah.
All the four. Vasan garu.
I don't know.
రండి తీసుకోండి.
I'll have a bite.
I'm
You'll have a
prepping
bite.
for a song right now. I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's too sweet. I can.
Yeah, take.
Try it.
One spoon.
You'll have a bite?
No.
Papam, let's not give her a whiff and tempt her.
But
now I'm
see,
feeling really
I
bad
had
for
one final question. But you had to eat so much.
I ate a lot in that shot.
I can
Yeah.
eat both.
So what happened then? The next whole day you went on a diet?
No.
Complete?
I actually very happily ate in that shot. It was my lunch. So I ate that for 2 shots and I ate so fast that it became my lunch. But right now I would have fully eaten this cake. But because I'm on a strict diet, next week I start shooting my song.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I have to do it for the love of cinema.
I know. See, Alia garu, you've been an inspiration because we wait through.
But I want to say that I eat cake. ऐसे नहीं है कि I don't eat cake. I will eat as soon as my song gets over. This is the thing I first
like
think and I will
you
order.
won't even take a bite of it, right?
No.
Good.
Because I don't
That's how
believe
a
in taking one
dedicated
bite. I'll eat the
actress
whole piece.
Should be.
Yeah, once
I'll
you
eat.
have a bowl.
Yeah, I'll eat the whole piece of cake.
వావ్ 11th అక్టోబర్ తప్పకుండా వెళ్ళి సినిమాని చూద్దాము. సత్యకి అంకుర్ మీద ఉండేటువంటి ప్రేమ ఏంటో తెలుసుకోవాలి అనుకుంటే మీరు సినిమా చూడాల్సిందే. అందరం కనెక్ట్ అవుతాం సినిమాకి. సో గో బుక్ యువర్ టికెట్స్ నౌ.
Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.